Where do you think the Warriors ran away with it? And also, can you just sum up what this season meant to you?
I think we had a couple turnovers. I mean, we didn't have a lot in the second half. A couple turnovers, a couple bad shots, and that led to them getting out on the break and getting out in transition. As far as this season, I'm proud of our guys for being a resilient group and staying the course. Even when it didn't look great. During the regular season, when we, hit a drought and we lost some games, I thought when we got healthy, we got our mind right, we stayed the course. And once we got to the playoffs, we really performed. And, tonight, you got to give them credit. They beat us, and, they're a good team. And that's about it.
Was there ever a point in this series where you felt overmatched, like you weren't going to be able to do this?
No, I don't think I've ever, not one time that I felt like we were overmatched until probably I looked up there, it was like a minute 20, and we were down 13, I believe, or something at that point, and I was like, okay. We left everything on the floor, and it still wasn't enough. They assembled a great team. We was able to get them last year, and they went out and got one of the best players that this league has ever seen. They did a great job. Their front office and their players by doing that recruiting, the things that they did in the summertime, and obviously it paid dividends.
Kyrie, when you lose to a team fair and square, as you said, all losses are hard, obviously, but does it become easier to digest this one because of the way that the series went?
It's never easy to digest any loss. We lost, so obviously there's some positive things you could take from it, but it's no thing to easily digest or anything like that. Next thing that I'm looking forward to is, getting these couple weeks off, and then we get right back to it. So that's just the grind of the game and things that happen within the game. You let go, you leave them where they stand, and you collect the troops up again, and we get ready to go do this thing again. So they have an incredible team. They beat us, but I'm pretty sure we'll be back and we'll be ready to battle again. So.
Did you have any sort of moment with the team after the game in the locker room, or will you do that on the plane?
We had a moment. I broke down, so I couldn't really finish my speech. A lot of guys cried because they wanted it bad, and that's all you can ask. If you give all your effort and all the fight and all the heart you got, it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to win, and that's what's tough about sports. And I credit our guys. I thought they gave everything they had, and we fought, we competed, and we never gave in. But they beat us.
What was the part that made you emotional?
Just losing. It's tough. My first time being in this position as a head coach, and you get the guys here, and you play in the finals, and you're starting to play better and play well, and then you look up, the season's over, and it's just tough for me because I know all the fight these guys have, and how much they wanted to win, and when you come up short like this, it's just tough.
2 years ago, you sat at your locker for 45 minutes with a towel over your head after the game ended, and tonight you're in here already. Can you just go through your emotions in the moment and how it sounds silly how this feels?
Well, for me personally, I left everything on the floor every game, all 5 games. So for me personally, I have no reason to put my head down. I have no reason to look back at what I could have done or what I shouldn't have done or what I could have done better for the team. I left everything I had out on the floor every single game for five games in this finals, and you come up short. So, it would be the same if you feel like you wrote the best column of your life and somebody picked another one over you. How would you feel, Jason? So, you wouldn't hold your head down, but you'd be like, okay, it's just not my time. So, Golden State is a worthy opponent. Obviously been the best team in our league for the last 3 years, the best team this year. And they showcased that throughout the postseason. And we were another opponent in their way.